Shadow118K asks, Yo, hi RazörFist man, I'm a new fan of yours and have noticed that Yvonne, though you have done tones and tones, being ironic in this case due to the subject, but tones of refranchised to Jim Sterling. I'm goosing you don't like the guy, but you haven't done a video on him. I'm just wondering if you have any plans of doing a video on him, cause I'd think it would be fucking funny. Ta dude just wondering, :D. Keep up the awesomeness. Hey! This is YouTube, alright? We're working with time and size limits here, asshole, and I guarantee your ass there isn't a video format in existence compressed enough to contain that globular fuckwad sensationalist bullshit, let alone his actual circumference. The motherfucking Vatican can't hold that much mass. More to the point, I think it's abundantly clear to those in the immediate possession of a prefrontal cortex that the only thing this sea creature likes more than being wrong is being paid to be wrong, and that can only happen if Destructoid procures metric fuckloads of hits, which in turn can only happen if retards continue to pay attention to Jim Sterling's punch-drunk prognosticating, which I'm sad to admit is an activity in which even I've made myself complicit on occasions far too numerous to itemize. To abruptly halt my ramblings, think of Jim Sterling as an obese fruit fly. Alright? Ignore his ass, and eventually he'll go the fuck away so he can hover around some turds or some shit. But clicking on his articles and videos, even for raging purposes, is just lining his fat folds with more undeserved currency, so cut it the fuck out. Boris the Bombastic asks, gaming question, hey, I was wondering, what are your thoughts on the Tomb Raider series? You know, I remember running the tutorial obstacle course on either Tomb Raider 1 or 2 back on the original PlayStation. And every time you'd fall off the platform or inevitably fuck up, Lara Croft would say, in her highly authentic British accent, "No, that's not right. You got to go back to the start and try again." And for some reason, that quote flashed in my mind while I was watching the most recent QuickTime and set-piece-laden demo, you know, pinched from Eidos' narrow anus. Rageaholics, I think that this series has actually been milked so null-coward fucking dry that it's entirely possible Crystal Dynamics have in fact begun taking advice from their own fucking game. Because every time they crank out a new entry in the series, it's billed as a reboot. If not an outright prequel, Angel of Darkness, Legend, Anniversary, Underworld, and now they've just dropped trow and outright admitted, okay fine, it's a full-on reboot now. Tomb Raider is like the cud of the video game world, an eternal regurgitative cycle of titties and bad voice acting. No, that's not right. We got to go back to the start and try again. Fuck this shit! Next. Wow, that's a lot of words. No offense there, but unless your last name is in fact Kafka, there's no excuse for penning the great American novel for a Q&A show. And that's better. Emperor of Lulz asks, games that made you stop playing and think deeply. I'd go with Silent Hill 2 and 4 for certain. Actually, Silent Hill 2 is probably the first ever game where I actually felt legitimately somewhat traumatized and shaken by what I just played. There was literally a moment where I actually had to just stop, pause the game, and literally just think about the message Silent Hill 2 was attempting to communicate. And in candor, I didn't completely, get it until my second playthrough years later, but it remains just a fucking masterpiece, and fuck the haters, because I feel identically about Silent Hill 4, The Room. That game is a fucking tour de force, but sadly, it was probably also the last truly great Japanese horror game. Yeah, I said it, Siren was fucking trash. It was trashier than trash, actually. It was the trash throws in the trash. Next!
Pikachu Prod asks, hey man, after struggling with YouTube's stupid layout, I finally discovered how to send you a PM, so I got a question. It's no wonder your writing is probably the best part of your show, but the timing of the editing is also very important. But since you always point in the direction of Taran Gell, I was wondering if you guys ever disagreed with some of the editing involved in your episodes. Just something I've been wondering for a while. Keep up the good work, man.
And you know what? Taran Gell is a fucking retard. Fuck that guy. He's My captors now inform me that we shall speak no ill of the great leader. He inhales pollution, exhales sunshine, and farts lilac-scented violin concertos. Yay! Crosshairs in Leetspeak asks, Q&A. 1. I want to make a game. Specifically, I want to make a revolutionary kind of game similar to Daggerfall, but with a wide, appealing feel and, of course, my own style to it. What light can you shed upon this? It sure sounds like a game. Next question. 2. I myself know that Daggerfall is a classic, but I'm unable to solve the infamous Error 0. What makes Daggerfall Daggerfall, beside the fact that you can play as a naked chick? A dangerously open-ended question, much like Daggerfall itself. To summarize, there's a number of features distinctive to Daggerfall and absent from subsequent entries that I really wish Todd Howard would turn his wall-eyed, quasi-monic gaze towards. Things like criminal trials, holidays, horses, carts, boats, banking, enhanced options of fast travel, more customizable armor, customizable spells and magic, door bashing, dual wielding, enhanced conversations, greater number of factions, greater number of religions, all of which are joinable and have their own line of quests, larger world map that encompasses 3 portions of 3 entire countries, more enemy types, no fucking level scaling, vampires, werewolves, wereboars, wider variety of diseases, more weapon types, more armor types, more dungeons, okay, more towns, more shop types, robust 3D map system, the ability to make handwritten notes on said 3D map system, all that, and you can play as a naked bitch. Where the fuck did all those features go, and why in Almalexia's syphilitic slash is Morrowind so irrationally praised for removing every single fucking one of them? Morrowind is like the Final Fantasy VII of the Elder Scrolls series, guys, i.e., it's the first game I played, ergo, it's the best in the series. Alright, it's highly fashionable for the denizens of somethingawful.com and 4chan to rip Oblivion a new asshole for its myriad failings, but at least Oblivion actually added back a few of those above features. Morrowind drones, I officially place you on fucking notice. Consider fucking yourself.
Trolling your lulz asked. Lucasfilm, and by extension probably LucasArts as well, though I'm not sure of that, have been bought by Disney. Moreover, they plan to make Star Wars Episodes 7 through 9. I doubt anything good is going to come of this, and I see myself being the asshole shouting betrayal by the end of 2015. Anyways, I was wondering what your thoughts were on it, and if you plan to do another Dear Rageaholic, this should probably be a good question for that.
Alright. You've known this rant was coming, so here's the deal. I fucking love Star Wars, and fuck the Red Letter Media sheep. I fucking love the prequels too. Phantom Menace, loved it. Best lightsaber fight in the entire series is featured in the climax of that film. Attack of the Clones, well, okay, it's as close as I come to hating a Star Wars film. But the beginning of the Clone Wars and Yoda throwing the fuck down with his laser sword like he's been freebasing cheetah blood more than redeems the film in my eyes. Revenge of the Sith, cheesy dialogue? Sure, but cast your discerning gaze to some of the dialogue in the original films, asshole. This shit ain't Tennyson. These movies are inspired by Flash fucking Gordon. Get the fuck over yourselves and try fucking enjoying something. To me, the absolute worst Star Wars film is still well in advance of 90% of the venal dreck on offer from Hollywood at large. Bitches got nitpicky, they went in expecting glaring faults, and inevitably they accommodated themselves in locating said defects. So no, I don't like this sale, as I belong to the small but vociferous group who believed George Lucas was doing just fucking fine the way he was. Oh no, Jar Jar Binks was annoying! Movie ruined! You know who else is fucking annoying? The Scarecrow in The Wizard of Oz. He's eternally Dick Van Dyke the fuck around, tripping over his own shoelaces, pandering to children for comedic effect. Sound familiar? Yeah. Is Wizard of Oz still a peerless cinematic classic? Fuck you, Red Letter Media. Bite the veiniest corner of my cock.
Nocturnal Curves asks, wow, so cool. Where do ooh get your cool sunglasses? How many do ooh have?
Well, first off, as you can see, I am rapidly amassing a veritable fleet of aviator sunglasses in an effort to hopefully one day physically transform into Marion Copreddy. As for who gave me this particular pair, which are actually like a new addition, a transcendent, raven-haired, ashen-complected beauty, a vision of Venus given human form, descended through resplendent clouds with aviators held aloft in solemn offering and... Oh, I'm sorry, what? Oh, I was drunk! Oh, right! It was just some whore. Oh, so that tears it for Dear Rageaholic number 4. I'm RazörFist, helpfully reminding you once again that opinions cannot in fact hurt you. God fucking speed.
Silence is mocking the dawn of a new day. Devil and daughter are both on their way. The evil of her nature collects in her eye.
Well, actually, I'm rapidly... What? Look at this little turd. What? What do you want? He's a prima donna, he really is.